Yeah, man, the Euros are getting closer. Almost there. Almost there, man. Almost there, people. Another announcement. 2 announcements today, actually, but today we're going to talk about one only. Yeah, what's going on, people? You know the face, you know the name. Aaron here, back again with another video. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that good stuff. You guys keep me going every single day. I appreciate your support. It's road to 13k. It's not been long since I've been very, very active again, but shout out to you lot, man. You lot keep me going. The comments are hilarious. You guys are actively contributing to my channel, getting back on track step by step. And of course, it always helps when tournaments like the Euros and tournaments like Copa America come around, because I can create loads of content. That's what I can do. By the way, I don't know how I'm going to fit in Copa America in my schedule, man. Because obviously the time difference. I'm going to try and watch as many games as I can, and my sleeping pattern's going to be messed up. But you know what? For the love of the game, we're going to do it. But anyway, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. The England squad has been announced. Or provisional squad, should I say. Or what's it called? Training camp. Training squad. That's what they call it. So Gareth Southgate has released it at around 2 p.m. As you can see behind me, it is approximately 5:45 for my Americans, 5:45. And yeah, we're going to go through the squad, and I'm just going to give my honest opinions, really. And then towards the end, I will try my best. I'll try. I'm not going to promise anything, but I'll try my best to maybe get a starting 11 based on the squad. So, goalkeepers, 4 of them. Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, Aaron Ramsdale, James Trafford. No real surprises here. There could have been an argument for Nick Pope to be in here because I think he's a good goalkeeper. But I think you want to go with 3 goalkeepers to the tournament. I know Nagelsmann came out with Germany. When I reacted to the Germany squad, I said that it wouldn't make sense for them to go to the tournament with 4 goalkeepers, but Nagelsmann said he's going to go to the tournament with 4. So, yeah. I would assume that Southgate's going to do the same and drop one of the goalkeepers and go to the tournament with 3 of them. So, yeah. That's the goalkeepers. Defenders. Jared, Jesus Christ. Jared Branthwaite, Lewis Dunk, Joe Gomez, Mark Guehi, Ezri Konsa, Harry Maguire, Jarrell Kwanzaa, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, and Cal Walker. Obviously, the elephant in the room, Luke Shaw, but I'll get to that in a minute. Midfielders. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Conor Gallagher, Curtis Jones, Kobbie Mainoo, Declan Rice, and Adam Wharton. Obviously, Wharton being the biggest surprise because even though he's played really well, but obviously it's a surprise to see his name in there. And the forwards, this is where it gets tricky. Jude Bellingham, Jared Bowen, Eberechi Eze, Phil Foden, Anthony Gordon, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, James Maddison, Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Ivan Toney, and Ollie Watkins. Now, I need to pull up my notes because I wrote some stuff down so I don't forget. I looked at this midfield before I get into anything, sorry. I find it very strange that, and I didn't say this about Germany, but I definitely do think the same about Germany. What is it with these provisional squads? I know you want to look at injuries and, just in case somebody drops out, but if someone's on holiday and someone gets injured and you've already done your squad, it comes down to the same, really, because you're going to send someone home or a few players home and then call them back again. Like, you're better off just naming your full squad for the Euros. And if somebody drops out because of injury or any sort of reason, then you just call man up. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not that deep. So I've never really been a fan of provisional squads. Like France, boom, final squad. Portugal, boom, final squad. Like, you've seen it. I just feel like all of this is the provisional squad thing is a bit gimmicky, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it. But anyway, secondly, I find it very strange the way Southgate has put his list together. Like, some of the defenders are little. One defender is listed as a midfielder, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Then you've got midfielders listed as forwards. Eberechi Eze, he's not a forward, he's a midfielder. Phil Foden, he's a midfielder. Jude Bellingham, a midfielder. Who else? I would consider Cole Palmer a midfielder as well. James Maddison, definitely a midfielder. Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. It's very, very strange. I don't know the reasoning behind the construction of the list. I don't know if Gareth Southgate has listened to... I don't know if Gareth Southgate has listened to the critics. I don't know if he's listened to everything that's been said in the media, or like people like me, like us, like content creators. I don't know if he's listened to what's been said and gone, all right, instead of going all defensive, I'm going to go all attacking. So instead of giving us new names, which obviously wouldn't make sense, he's just gone, all right, cool, let me just switch up the list a little bit and just make it seem like it's more attacking. But really and truly, it's the same squad. It's the same squad. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's strange. Very strange. Second thing I want to talk about, or the second thing I wanted to mention is, if this is the midfield that England are looking to go to the Euros with, I'm talking about Trent, Conor Gallagher, Curtis Jones, Kobbie Mainoo, Declan Rice and Adam Wharton. If this is your midfield for the Euros and you're talking about we're going to win it, don't think that's going to happen, mate, because I'll tell you what, if you play against, and I'm listing the names of the countries, I'm looking at the midfielders of France, I'm looking at the midfielders of Germany, I'm looking at the midfielders of Portugal. These three countries alone. If England was to play against any of these three nations in the knockout phase, you're getting destroyed with that midfield. Because let's assume, because this is the way the list is constructed, so I'm judging the list of what I'm seeing. The midfielders, Trent, Gallagher, Jones, Mainoo, Rice and Wharton. Right, let's assume it's a three-man midfield. Who's playing sitting? Probably Rice. Who's playing next to him? Probably Gallagher. And who's playing as a 10 or the creator? I would probably say Mainoo. And don't get me wrong, I rate Mainoo to the fullest, but are you really going to do that to him? Throw him in the deep end like that? If you play against a France, a Germany or Portugal, well, he'll get destroyed. The poor kid. Do you know what I mean? Now, I know people in the comments are probably going to say, yeah, but, he's got Eze, Foden, Bellingham. Yeah, but they're listed as forwards. Why are they listed as forwards? That's my question. If you know they're going to play in midfield, why list them as forwards? That's just me, innit? Like, I'm thinking logically here. Do you know what I mean? Am I going crazy? Let me know in the comments, because I'm just thinking logically. Second thing, a few players missed out, of course. Certain defenders that had good seasons or not good seasons, but I'm just naming a few. Certain defenders missed out. Tyreek Mitchell, Ben Chilwell, Reece James, Fikayo Tomori again, and Colwill. The midfielders, Jordan Henderson misses out. Not that it's a surprise. Anyway. Calvin Phillips, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Ross Barkley, Morgan Gibbs-White and Harvey Elliott. And the forwards that missed out are Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, Dominic Solanke and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Let's start with the defenders, Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire. If Southgate's choices of selecting Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw are always justified by, yeah, but they're playing well for England, yeah, but they always perform for England, if those are your reasons for selecting Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, then Raheem Sterling should have been the first name on that list, because when it comes to he performs for England, Raheem Sterling is at the top of that list. Because last time I checked, when a lot of these players were hiding, when a lot of these players went missing during the Euros 2020, guess who stepped up? It was Raheem Sterling. Sterling dragged England to the knockout phase. Sterling scored the first goal against Germany. Harry Kane scored the second. Guess who was seen as the hero? Like, Sterling don't get his flowers enough, man, when it comes to playing for England. And I feel like it's very sad. Very sad. So if you're going to go off the basis of, yeah, but they perform for England, if you're going to select Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire for that, then you need to select Raheem Sterling as well. Now, on to the Rashford thing. I'm not surprised that Rashford didn't make the England squad because I think he's had a poor season. Very poor season. But I do think that him not being selected for the Euros could be a good thing for him, actually, because he'll be able to, first of all, go on holiday. Second of all, he'll be able to come back, train, get ready for pre-season. And this will force him to lock in. This will force him to be 1000% focused for the next season, because at this point now in his career, he's at a breaking point where he's in his prime, or he's meant to be in his prime. So this could be make or break for Rashford. It's either going to make him better, he's going to come back and completely destroy everything from the start of the season, or it's going to go the other way. So really and truly, it's up to him. This non-selection is fully up to him. It's up to him to prove whether Southgate was right to do that or whether he was wrong to do that. So I guess we'll wait and see. Time will tell. Time will tell. So that's my opinion on it. On the Grealish thing, a lot of people had their opinions, and I understand people's opinions on Grealish because Grealish hasn't had a better season than Rashford. I would probably say they had equally poor seasons. So I hear people's arguments. But if you're going to select Grealish off the basis of, yeah, but he can offer something different, I'm not Rashford's biggest fan, but you can say the same thing about him, because letting him come off the bench, he brings something different to the table as well. So if you're going to select Grealish for that, then you need to select Rashford. So I'm trying to be a bit fair here, do you know what I mean? Like I said, again, I'm not his biggest fan, Rashford, but I'm trying to be fair, and I'm trying to, see it from his perspective, because he must be thinking the same thing. All right, cool. Jack hasn't had the best of seasons. Neither did I. So why did he get selected? I'm sure this is running through his mind. I'm sure of it. I'm very sure of it. So I'm just trying to be fair here, man. Do you know what I mean? I'm just trying to be fair. And yeah, again, regarding the way this squad is constructed, I just don't understand. Because we all know Bellingham's not going to play as a forward. He's going to play as a 10 in midfield. So, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. On top of that, again, like I said, I don't really like the whole provisional thing, because we all know Harry Kane's going to start. We all know there's going to be one other striker on the bench, and that's most likely going to be Ivan Toney, because he's more similar to the way Harry Kane plays. We all know some of the other players that they're not going to get a sniff apart from the 2 games leading up to the Euros, the friendlies. So it's a strange one, man. And unfortunately, I have to sit here again and tell you guys that England are not going to do anything during the Euros. And unfortunately, it's not coming home again. So that's my 2 cents on it, man. I think this is a good squad. It's a good squad. But I just don't know about some of these selections. I'm looking at Luke Shaw and I'm thinking, if I'm Manchester United, I'm thinking, hold on, you declared to be injured for basically the full season. And by the way, remember what Rooney said? Some of these players are able to play, but they choose not to. I'm just leaving it out there. Rooney said it. And I'm sure you guys know who he was talking about. You guys know exactly who he was talking about. If I'm his employer, I'm looking at it and thinking, hold on, you can't play for Manchester United for nearly a whole season, but you can get called up for England. So, what? Is he going to start? Is he match fit? How many games has he played? Has he fully recovered from his injury? Because even during the season, he was getting called up to England and doing his rehab over there. Like, it's just very strange, man. This, and listen, anybody that's played football before, I'm not saying that this is going to cause havoc in the dressing room, but it can cause disruption because other players are going to look at Maguire and think like, yo, my man's barely played, bruv. Like, how is he playing? Bro, man's played a full season, every single game. Man qualified for Champions League, or for those who qualified for Europa. Man qualified for Europe, and this guy ain't even qualified for nothing. Like, how? These things happen in dressing rooms, bro. Like, this is the reality of professional football. I'm telling you this because I've seen it myself. And this is not me trying to brag about the level that I played at. Bro, this happens at youth level. Yo, what? My man didn't even train well. How's he starting? These things happen. So, I don't know if Gareth Southgate is being fair here. Do you see what I mean? And again, he performs well for England. Okay, but then Sterling should have been there. Sterling should have been there. Yeah, but regarding those who had injuries, yeah, but, you know, he had an injury and... Okay, but if he's been injured for the full season and you're selecting him, bringing him to the Euros, then why is Reece James not on the list? Because my man came back and delivered an assist on his first game back. Got to be fair. Do you see what I mean? So those are just little things that I'm thinking about. But unfortunately, England fans, obviously you guys know I support Germany. Unfortunately, England fans, this ain't going to be it. It's not coming home. England are going to be good. Group stages. They'll qualify for the knockout stages, but that's when it will all get exposed yet again. Unfortunately. And when the going gets tough, we all know how Southgate reacts. He prefers to play it safe rather than taking risks. So he will go all defensive instead of going, you know what, this is a tournament. Let me take this risk. Attacking player, come on, make a difference. He ain't doing that. We all know it. And that's with all due respect. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below, people. Final word. If you've made it to the end of the video, go in the comment section and type in be fair. Final 2 words. If you've made it to the end of the video, type in be fair in the comments. As in, I'm being fair. So yeah, be fair. So yeah, that was it, people. My reaction to the England squad. I guess we'll wait and see who's going to drop out. And yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Road to 13K. And I will see you in the next video where I'll talk about the Portugal squad. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, people, and I'm out. Peace.